Hello, my crafty friends. It is the last day for my December daily for 2016. Like, I am so excited that I finished this project because I ain't gonna lie, there were some times when I thought about giving up a little bit, but my goal was to finish it this year, and I am really excited that I met that goal. So this is how my December daily album looks now that it is complete. As you can see, the front has changed quite a bit. It was just this little button on there with a magnetic closure. My book outgrew this binding, the closure binding, and so the magnet didn't hold it anymore, so I just took it off. And then I added this rosette that was made for me from one of my crafty friends from a swap bag, a Christmas loaded swap bag, I believe. And so I just took the rosette and added it to this like little snowflake that was also given to me in some Happy Mail, and I attached it to the front of my album. I do plan on getting some white Velcro and putting it in here so that I can attach it and have it attached to the album this way. But the little magnet, as you can see, it just wouldn't work. The book got too big for the magnet. I did not expect it to be this big. So the last time we did a follow-up, I didn't have this page here. I included this. This is also from the same person who gave me the rosette, gave me a bag, and this was one of the papers from the bag. And at the end of this video, I'll share with you the process of how I took the bag apart to include it in my album as some of my pages. And I think that's a really great idea when you receive like bags and pocket letters, to include the things that people make for you also in your album. And one of the reasons I did this was because this bag brought me a lot of joy, and my intentions was to document everything that brought me peace and joy, so it received a place. So let's jump where we last met. So the last one I was supposed to do was 11, 12, and 13. And you guys, this was where it really got hard, because as you can see, it's really pretty because I did the foundation pages for it, but I have no pictures or memory of what happened on the 11th, 12th, and 13th. But it's here. I don't know. So I just left it, and you know, just that's part of my life. So I'm gonna keep rolling with it. I didn't feel the need to pull it out or try to swap the numbers around. Just gonna leave it as it is. So yeah, I would say, and it was a difficult week for me. So for the 14th, I just have a layout. This was also included on that same bag, and I really liked the way she had decorated it, so I just added this here for the 14th. And then on the 15th, I did start back adding pictures. So if you can see, on the 15th, I have like a little film strip of baby Mackenzie fighting her nap. And this was so cute to me. She hates taking naps. Well, I'm not gonna say she hates taking them. She doesn't really, she's not a nap sort of baby, so she always fights her sleep. And this was one of those times where I recorded her fighting her sleep, and then I just took stills from it and I added it on some film strip washi tape, and I really love the way it came out. And I put Bah Humbug on here because she has on like the cutest little shirt, and you can't see it in here. You can't really see it, but her shirt says Bah Hum, and under it, it has like a little bug with a Santa Claus hat, and I just thought that was so cute. So I used that, plus it captured the mood of her wanting to watch we was watching the ABC song, and she just could not stay awake, and she fell asleep, and it was just the cutest little thing. So I have that for my 15th. And then on the 16th, right here is Chris' wish list. He sent me his wish list on the 16th, and this year it was cool. He got everything on his wish list because he wanted some video games and a pea coat, and I got him the pea coat, and my parents bought him the 3 video games that he wanted. So he had a very Merry Christmas. So that was from the 16th. Over here I have the 16th because I really like the little ephemera that it came with, but this picture actually took place on the 17th, and I put it here. You know, I actually wrote it up here because I don't know, that didn't do it for me like this did. I thought this was so cute. So I made this little layered piece. It's like a layered snowflake that I was gifted in some Happy Mail, and then I layered up these 3 trees that came from the hip kit. And this was from a cut apart, and that was from, all of this actually was from the hip kit. And I put it on this tree paper, and I really love this layout. To me, it's just so cute. I love the texture of the snowflake and everything. And this is our tree. Me and my mom put the tree up, and we've been doing mini trees, and y'all, I love it. Like, it's just a mini tabletop tree. And we still, well, I sold my big tree because I was just like, we're minimizing our stuff. And so each year we usually just buy a real tree that's potted and try to get it into the yard after Christmas. But this year we didn't even do that. Since we were going to spend Christmas at my parents' house, I just went over there and helped them put up, I helped my mom put up the little tree. And that was my tree trimming for this year. Okay, so keeping it going, this layout actually takes place on the 20th. On the 18th and 19th, I had no pictures, and I didn't even write down like journaling. I was quite busy during that time. We were preparing for our toy drive, well, to distribute the toys for our toy drive, and that pretty much just took over life. So my next layout starts on the 20th, and to me, I love this story, and I'll read you over here where it says December story. It says, once upon a time, there lived 2 girls, Tranae and Jackie. On the 20th of December, they decided to make gingerbread houses. They sucked. And the moral of this story is to read the freaking directions on the box before getting started. So this was me and my best friend Jackie. We got together and we were gonna make gingerbread houses like we have done in the past, but I think the manufacturers changed like the directions, and we could not get things going. So these are like a picture of our ugly gingerbread houses. Like, that one's mine, and I tried to make the trees like on the box, but this thing was so ugly, and Jackie couldn't get her fondant to roll out, so she was just like, you know, I'm done. Her house kept it kept falling apart, and so it pretty much ended with just eating the candy that this thing came with, which was fun. Like, it was a fun memory. It did not work out the way we intended, but it was also really cool. So that is from the 20th. For the 21st, I watched, what did I watch on the 21st? I watched The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And then I thought, I'm going to make a list of like my favorite holiday movies. And so I did that, which I have A Christmas Story, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, Elf, Polar Express, and Home Alone. And what was it? CVS were giving out these pamphlets for Freeform. They were playing like Christmas movies all month. And so one of the pictures had like a little snow globe with Elf in it. And then they had this little dog, which is like the little dog from A Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So I trimmed around it and added it. And these were cut aparts that I had, so I took out some names, and I also had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which didn't make my list. Rudolph can go either way with me. Alright, so for the 22nd, I have my holiday music playlist, and here are some of the songs I have on here. So one is Give Love on Christmas Day, The Temptations, also by The Temptations. I love Little Drummer Boy. I don't know who sings Santa Baby, but whenever it comes on, I like it. It really doesn't matter who sings it. The White Christmas song, and it's the same one from Home Alone, where they be like, why am I dreaming? That's the one. So I love that one. And I have All I Want for Christmas, of course, Mariah Carey. Someday at Christmas, Stevie Wonder. That's my jam, y'all. Okay, this is a guilty pleasure, but I had to include it. So I have What You Want for Christmas, and it's by the Quad City DJs. Like, it's a straight, like, hip-hop classic. You know, what you gonna get her for Christmas? Now what you gonna get that boy? And like, hi. Like, for real, I love that song. It's not Christmas if I don't hear that song. So I have that. I also have This Christmas. I personally well, I ain't gonna say I prefer it. I really like the Temptations version, but I also like Chris Brown's rendition of it. It's okay. And I have Sleigh Ride, which is TLC, and Baby It's Cold Outside. And I'm not sure who's that by. It's like an older song, but I like the older one. And I forgot to cross my T. So let's do that. All right, so for the 23rd, let's see. Yeah. I have, this is also from the 22nd. And on the 22nd, we went and, as you can see, it's a little present. We distributed toys for our, like, Give a Gift / Toys for Tot program. Each year, we distribute toys to families within the Atlanta area that need presents for Christmas. And this year we did that on the 22nd. It was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. Like, I love doing it, and we've been doing it every year since 2008 or either 2007, one of them. And each year it just gets bigger and bigger, and I love it. So 23rd was like I believe 23rd was a rest day for me. We didn't do much on the 23rd, but also on the 22nd, I need to add that we did go shopping that day. Me and Chris, we went shopping for our parents' Christmas presents. And on the 24th, the night before Christmas, this is pretty much what I did. Y'all see what movie that is? A Christmas Story. And that's Chloe Head, because she was sitting right next to me. And you guys know TNT plays this for 24 hours, back to back. And I try to watch it, like, as long as I'm awake, I will watch it back to back. I love that movie. Also on Christmas Eve, I thought that me and Chris was not going to be together on Christmas Eve. He was going to see his mom. And his mom is probably about 4 hours from where we stay. She's in a nursing home. And he was going to go visit her on Christmas Eve. And his plans originally were to go down on Christmas Eve. And then he was going to get up early Christmas morning and come back and spend Christmas Day with me and my parents. But he changed his mind and did a turnaround trip. So he left early Christmas Eve morning, and then he came back probably about 10 o'clock that evening, because he was like, he just didn't he didn't want to like spend the money on a hotel. And I think his aunt, who he usually stayed with, I think she had a full house. So he just came on back home. But I was happy to see him. Like, I know, you know, I'd be wanting him to spend as much time with his mom as he could. But I ain't gonna lie, I was really excited that he was back, so we could wake up on Christmas morning together. But this is our little tree. Like, there's some little presents under it. Let's see. I don't think oh yeah. I wrote about the story. I labeled it Home for the Holidays, and I just wrote about Chris being gone and then surprising us all and coming back. And oh yeah, I spent the night at my parents' house. Well, we both spent the night at my parents' house this night. And that was that. This is Christmas morning. That's me. I'm still in my pajamas. Don't judge. Chris brought me this little, it's like a little mermaid sleeve for your legs. So it's like a throw blanket thing. I saw it on TV and I was like, man, I need one of those. And so he surprised me with one of those. This is our tree because my husband, being the sly person he is, he hates taking pictures. And on Christmas, we have a tradition. I take a picture of my mom and dad, then I pass the camera to him and he snaps the picture of me, and then he's supposed to pass the camera to my mom so she could take a picture of him, because usually me and him sit next to each other on the couch and my mom and dad are on the other couch sitting next to each other. But Chris decided to out-slick me this year, and I didn't catch on that he didn't pass the camera to my mom, so I have no pictures of this dude for December daily. Like, was he here for December? Was he? I don't know. It's like we have no visual proof other than the stories. We have no pictures of Chris. So I told him that I was gonna rewrap all his gifts and make him sit there and open them all, and I was gonna snap pictures of them, and he thought that was funny. But yeah, so I just put a picture of the tree since I didn't have a picture of my man, since he out tricked me this year. Let's see, is this, oh, I'm trying to open that. This is one page. So this is the net spread. This is baby Kenzie and my sister holding her. She had just finished her bottle and she was so sleepy. And we all got together at my parents' house. My sister doesn't celebrate Christmas, and we were trying to figure out a way that they could still, like, this was the thing. My mom wanted us together for dinner, period. It didn't matter, like, if it was a Christmas dinner or not. So what we do in my family to make everything work, in the morning time, we have our Christmas celebration. We open presents and all that stuff. And then towards like the evening time, we just be together with like my sister and her family. Since they don't celebrate Christmas, we be together for the evening and everything works out fine. So this little pocket opens to show the temperature. Yeah, it was a warm Christmas. Like, there was no ice skating. And on the back of here, this little tag, I just have what we had for Christmas. We had a honey baked ham, which that was a story in and of itself because my dad went to go pick up the ham. We sent him for a small ham. He came back with a 9-pounder. It's not that many of us. And he bought a turkey, and they barbecued ribs, not to mention. So those are all the meat, and it's maybe 9 of us. It was crazy amounts of food. But my mom also cooked macaroni and cheese, string beans, collard greens, potato salad, cornbread. She also baked cupcakes, and she baked the sweet potato pie. And let me tell you, the food was so good. Like, oh my God, it was amazing. So that one's blank. And then this is just like the little back page that I added like some little critters to. And that is it. That is my December 1st through 25th, like crazy thick album, right? I love it. And I'm just gonna give a quick flip through. Cue the music. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with me. A big special shout out to Jen over at Scrap and Made Easy. Thank you for collabing with me throughout this December daily. I really greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to us collabing again and doing another project together. It was so much fun. And you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.